Hi everyone, welcome to Virtual Camp. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Mike.
And we have a bunch of cool activities to show you that you can try out this morning at home. And then we have even more stuff for you to do this afternoon when we meet up live on Zoom.
All of the day's activities are going to focus on the theme of air pressure. Air pressure. Air pressure. Air pressure.
I don't know if I can take the pressure. So all of the activities today seem pretty simple, but they're really cool to try out. Nothing's going to make a mess, but you do want to be careful when you're cutting some of these things using scissors or sharp objects, and find yourself a nice open space to work in case you do spill any water or anything like that.
Yeah. And you may want to wear some safety equipment like we will be doing today. Is this enough?
Do I need more safety equipment?
You're lacking in the safety department.
All right, so our first experiment is called the Unspillable water experiment. What you're going to need for this is a cup, a piece of paper like cardstock or something thicker, some water, and you may want to do this over a sink or a bucket just in case you get anything that spills. So all we're going to do is fill our cup up with water. We'll try to get it as full as we can. Then we're going to take our paper, hold it over the top of our cup. Now, nice and firm.
I'm so scared.
It's just water. Flip the cup over, holding everything together. Uh-oh. And then if you let go of the paper, what is happening, Mike?
So right now, what's happening is that the water is falling out of the cup. No, while it was up there, the air pressure is all around that cup, pushing down, pushing around it, also pushing up on the card. So while Kristen's holding it, there's air pressure pushing up from the bottom of the card, pushing against that cup and the piece of cardstock. What happened there is that as it got saturated, we actually started to have some a break of that seal. So let's try it again.
So this time with the smaller container, I filled it even more right up to the ledge. The less air that you have in that container when you start, it might have a better seal and hold on tighter to that paper. So you can see this one's hanging on longer.
Magic trick.
But that
Air
is
pressure.
why we do it over a sink or a bucket.
That's cool.
You want to pull the paper? So now I actually have a bet.
You
Want to make a bet?
All right.
I will bet you $1 million, and I'll definitely pay up, that if I give you this bottle, that you won't be able to blow this little piece of paper into the bottle.
Oh, this is too easy. $1 million. Here I come. What? What? I don't have $1 million. What is going on?
So what's happening in this experiment? You put that crumpled up piece of paper right on the inside ledge of your bottle and try to blow it in. There's nowhere for the air in the bottle to go except to shoot back out the opening of the bottle, and it carries the paper with it. So as much as you try, you're not going to be able to blow that paper into the bottle.
Can I pay that like monthly? Maybe, over the course of the next 150 years?
We'll figure something out.
Okay. That was a cool trick. I want to show you something cool. This is, have you ever heard of Bernoulli? Oh,
No.
Well, we're going to learn about Bernoulli here. Okay. Take that straw and we are going to levitate this ping pong ball using just the straw, and it's just going to float in thin air.
Magic?
Like magic.
All right. I admit that's cool, but what is happening?
Okay. What's happening here is Bernoulli's principle. It talks about how fast air flows over an object. And have you ever been in an airplane before?
Yes.
All right, then it's the same principle going on. What we have is fast flowing air, in the case of the airplane, over the wing creates a low pressure zone. When we are blowing through the straw, so all you need is a straw and a ping pong ball. When you blow through the straw, you are creating a lot of fast moving air that goes around the ball. Because it goes around the ball and hugs that ping pong ball, it creates a low pressure zone right around the ball, which allows it to look like it's hovering.
So could I use a straw to levitate an airplane?
I don't know if you're understanding this.
All right, now we're gonna use a balloon and a cup, and we're gonna use pressure to create a vacuum.
Really?
So, what you're gonna do is take your balloon and blow it up just a little bit. Don't blow it up all the way, just enough so you can press a cup against the side of the balloon, and then holding that cup firmly against the balloon, continue to blow it up. And then what's gonna happen is the cup should be stuck to the balloon, and it's stuck on there pretty good.
Wow, that's really on there.
So what happens is when we're blowing up the balloon and it's pushing against the cup, we keep blowing. That balloon wants to go into the cup and push out all the air, and so it creates a vacuum, which gives us this nice seal.
Kristen, I have an idea. I'm going to bet you $1 million. Yeah. I'm going to bet you $1 million that you can't blow up this balloon, that balloon, inside this 2-liter bottle. Okay? First step, take a 2-liter bottle, go ahead and place your balloon kind of in the neck of it. Don't let it fall in. Then stretch the opening around the opening of the bottle. So the balloon is just hanging out inside the bottle. Just like that. Okay, now you're going to blow up the balloon.
Okay, and I'm gonna get $1 million for this.
$1 million.
Okay, well I know I can blow up a balloon.
Go for it.
Hold on.
Come on, $1 million. It's simple, really. You just like that.
Okay. If I'm losing $1 million, you have to explain to me what just happened.
All right. Well, because of the air pressure inside of Kristen's bottle, when she goes to fill that up with the pressure and the air from her into the balloon, there's no place for all that air pressure inside the 2-liter bottle to go. Mine has a little modification to it. What I ended up doing, I poked a tiny hole right here into my bottle. So that hole right there allows me to inflate the balloon because air is escaping through that hole. You'll hear it.
So you cheated.
So with that hole in the side of the 2-liter, it kind of allows you to do a really cool demonstration too. Watch this. There we go. I can keep the balloon inflated even though it's open on the top. That's because I'm plugging the hole with my thumb.
Is that because, now I think I'm getting this, is it because there's no air pressure pushing back against the balloon, so the air in the balloon is just happy to stay there and not deflate?
You're actually creating a vacuum, and you can kind of see it starting to happen. It's collapsing the bottle here. So it's actually creating a little bit of a vacuum in there and making it so that that balloon is looking like it's inflated. It's not inflated with anything. That's actually air pressure from the atmosphere pushing down, pulling the balloon open.
So let's see what happens if we fill the balloon with water. And then we let go.
Oh gosh. Here we go. Kristen?
We gotta clean this up now.
What's next?
Let's try something that's not gonna be messy.
Okay.
So we're gonna make balloon rockets now.
Really?
So we're gonna use a balloon, a string, and we have some strings set up in here, you might be able to see. A plastic straw, some tape, and a clothespin is handy if you have one. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a string, however long you want, and tie it to something in your house like a chair, a doorknob, just secure it to something. You can even tape it to the wall, that's gonna work. On the other end, we're gonna take just a small piece, only an inch or two is what you need, of a plastic straw, and we're gonna thread that onto the free end of our string. So then once you have the straw on your string, you're gonna take that loose end and tie it or tape it, attach it to something else on the other side of the room. You just wanna make sure that the string is pulled nice and tight between whatever two objects you're using.
Everybody's got a gigantic magnetic wall, right?
I mean, it's handy. All right, so then next we're gonna blow up that balloon, and don't tie it closed, just pinch it shut. This is where if you have a clothespin, it's gonna come in handy. Just pinch that balloon shut after you blow it up.
Okay.
Next, what we're gonna do is take a small piece of tape, and you wanna tape your balloon to the bottom of that little piece of straw on our string.
Ready.
And now to launch it, you're just going to either take the clothespin off or let go of that balloon that you were holding shut.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Works 50% of the time.
Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Air pressure. Count down.
3, 2, 1.
Boy, I am exhausted, Kristen. All these activities is just making me so thirsty. I'm parched.
All right, well, let's make our own drink dispenser or water fountain.
With air pressure? Air pressure.
All right, so to make your own drink dispenser, we're going to use an empty soda bottle, a balloon, a bendy straw, and it's actually kind of important that you have one of the bendy ones for this. A cup, some water, a clothespin is handy, and then maybe some clay like Play-Doh. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is poke a small hole in our soda bottle. You might even be able to reuse the bottle from the balloon trick earlier. So we wanna poke it about halfway or maybe 2/3 of the way up the bottle. And you're gonna take your bendy straw and push it through that hole with the smaller end sticking out and kind of pointing down like that.
So next, fill up that bottle with your drink, in this case water. We'll use a funnel because we've already made quite a mess. Now we don't want to fill it up too far. We want to fill it up below the hole that you have with the straw sticking out of it. So now we will use some of Play-Doh or modeling clay, and we are going to make a seal around that straw right there. Doesn't have to be perfect.
All right, and next you're gonna blow up that balloon, and once again, don't tie it closed, but we're gonna blow it up and just pinch it closed with that clothespin. And now with that balloon pinch close, we're going to take the opening and stretch it over the top of our bottle. All right, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
So get your cup ready.
Yep.
Hold your cup underneath the straw. And when we take this clothespin off,
Ooh, drink dispenser.
the water should be traveling up the straw and into your cup.
Perfect. I was thirsty. I think you're out.
Take a sip. So once again, the way this works is with air pressure. We filled up that balloon with air, and when we released it into the bottle, which was already full with some air and water, something needed to be taken out, so the air pressure pushed that water up the straw and out into the cup.
Refreshing.
And cool.
Kristen and I will enjoy these beverages, and we will see you on Zoom later this afternoon. Cheers.
Glare right down my face.
And right there.
Okay, so first experiment.
You want, oh, I can get this one ready.
That's not gonna work.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, it did. It was the first time. Science is all about failure. And it's stuck on there pretty good.
Air pressure.
Let me just mop up this water with some sandpaper. Where'd your balloon go? You need another one? Oh no! Like
Okay.
we said, no mess today.
No mess.